right, we are here at one of my favorite locations ever since Average Joe started, which is Collinsville High School. Great people, great atmosphere here. One of the most beautiful backdrops you'll ever see at a high school here. The mountains overlooking this place. I'm going to get in with some very special gentlemen. This guy needs no introduction right here, Coach Stanley, but let him introduce himself, and these guys will introduce themselves to everybody on camera.
I'm Coach Stanley, head soccer coach for the boys team. This is Roberto Diaz, nicknamed Doobie, and this is Tristan Gagos.
Gagos and Doobie. Doobie, I got to ask you before we get started, where did you get that nickname?
Oh, I don't even know if I'm being honest. My cousin I don't know where. It just kind of stuck with me since I was a kid.
That's a unique one I had to ask before we get started. Coach, I'm going to go back to you. Another year here at Collinsville. Expectations through the roof again.
Yes.
Ranked in the top 5.
We're preseason number 4, and when you're ranked like that, you've already got a target on your back. You're going to get everybody's best game. I mean, we already had that. We played a preseason game over here at Fort Payne Complex last Saturday against Cherokee County. We won 1-0, but they played us hard, played us tough.
Coach, how do you battle that? There's 2 things you're battling there, obviously. Complacency from your guys because they think they're already arrived because of the high ranking. And then battling, you're getting everybody's best shot. What do you do as a coach to keep that kind of
Well, here's the thing. The bar was raised in 2013 when they won the state championship, that 2013 team. So we have been shooting for that ever since I've got here. We've been close. We've been, I think last year we were really close. And my assistant, Pedro Sierra, has said several times to the players, he wakes up at night, we come up short. I mean, when you're leading 1-0 for maybe the whole game, I mean, probably to the 7 minutes left in the game. They tie it up. We go into overtime. Maybe it's we're that close. We're a public school. Everybody else is private schools. And, we're right there at the doorstep, and we just couldn't finish the deal. So I think that's the motivation that we have this year.
Keep them hungry
to finish the job.
Okay.
And these guys right here are my captains. And even during the off season, they have done a really good job of pushing the younger kids and getting people here at practice and doing the little things that we need to do to get to that point.
I want to ask each one of you guys the same question. What does it feel to be selected as a captain on this team coming up? Because those expectations, I mean, you guys got those. You got to battle those. Plus, you got these other guys looking up to you as leaders. You got to start.
Well, I guess kind of all started in the summer. We pushed these kids, try to get their full potential out of them, and we were kind of hungry when we fell short last year. We want to get back to where we want to finish the job this next time.
Absolutely.
Well, we just want to push everybody to be the best, and I guess it really did feel bad when we lost the Final Four.
No doubt. It left a bad taste.
Yeah, it did.
Give you a little extra motivation when you go to workouts, though, don't it? We'll start right back with you, and then you can kick it right back to him. Coach mentioned this earlier. When you guys show up, people stop. They're going to look. They're going to like, okay, this is the dudes. These are the dudes we got to be. You bring that persona like you guys kind of earned that reputation because you've been so good. Talk about that, how you guys kind of maintain that, but also keep a level head and not get too cocky.
Yeah, well, we really try not to be too cocky because you need anything to happen in the game. Especially like Saturday, I feel like we could have done better than what we did. We came in there thinking we were going to win, but we only made 1 goal. And we had, let's say, 30 shots on the goal. That should have went in.
Wow. 30 shots. Same question.
Same thing, man. Well, we just came in with our heads high. We were like, yeah, we won a Final Four last year, and we're playing the team. I guess we lowered ourselves, and then we just didn't
play into your level of competition instead of your own potential.
Yes, sir.
Coach, that's something you got to battle, though, man. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's tough. I think our guys play their best when we're playing Fort Payne and people like that. You know, Fort Payne is a friendly rival for us. They all know each other. We know each other. But when it comes down to the end, though, when we get rolling, we're pretty hard to beat, and especially when we play out here on our field. It doesn't matter who we play. I know last year in the first round of the playoffs, you know, we were concerned, and we scored 5 goals in just the first 10 minutes of the game.
Explosive.
That's kind of what we want to do. We want to jump on people and just close the door, make them quit.
Like a shock and all time.
Yeah, I mean but we realize now though that a lot of the teams that we play have gotten older, have gotten better. They're working harder. I mean, I got a lot of respect for those teams. They work hard, and especially the teams in our region. You know, we've got Sylvania, and Glencoe, and Hopes Bluff, and Susan Moore. Hey, those guys play hard, and they will give a 100% effort against us. Yeah, they get after it. They play hard because they want to knock us off, and so we have to play hard too. We have to return that energy.
That's right. Now, you two guys, who's some of the teams that really get you fired up when you look across that field and you're about to play blank? Who is it that gets you fired up? Fort Payne, one of them?
I'd say Fort Payne.
Y'all got some buddies in there?
Yeah.
Y'all talk a little trash to them?
Yeah.
You don't let that happen either.
He's actually got a cousin.
Oh, does he?
Cousins that play at Fort Payne.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, I got
I know
three
you
cousins.
chat with them a little bit.
I got 3 cousins that play there, and
Yeah.
we always kind of like rivals.
Oh, yeah.
And we just go hard on each other and try to get ourselves better and stuff.
What about you? Fort Payne?
Yeah, we Fort Payne. We all used to play together when we were little.
That's right. Now, Coach, there's one thing I noticed about your teams. I went back and looked at some scores. Man, you guys seem to get it done on the defensive end of things, too. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we really focus on defense. We lost a couple of our defenders from last year's team, but we've had some guys step up, and especially in the goal. I was really worried about our goalie, but we've had 2 young men step up. Jenna Chilkle and Angel Lopez step up. One's a 9th grader, one's a 10th grader. And you talk about changing, I mean, having confidence in the guy to play in the goal, and they really changed in 1 year. I mean, really grown up. Jenna for sure, last year when we were doing off-season training, he couldn't run 2 laps around the field. And now he is leading the pack.
He's taking off.
To me is, and they're in there. Those balls are coming fast.
Oh yeah, man.
And they're knocking them down.
Yeah.
Knocking them down. So, you know, we got a lot of young guys that's really. I mean, everybody plays it on the line every day, pretty much.
People who had never came to a game don't realize how fast that ball's moving.
And I know I got hit yesterday in the shoulder, and I've gotten hit a few times, but I just say, hey, that's part of it right there, man. It's part of it.
That's all right. Get your blood flowing a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, who are some of your teammates you like to spotlight? Somebody that really, you guys being captains, you get to see who's putting out. Who's some of the guys that really stepped up this year?
I think it would be Jesus.
Yeah.
I think it'd be Jesus, Luis Silva, and Margaret Ramirez.
Who's y'all's class clown you have on the team? Somebody keeps it fun.
Doobie.
Is it? Is him? For real? Nah. I don't believe that, cuz I think he's pretty chill.
Hey, you talk about chill. Last year against Tanner, we were down 4-0.
Mm.
In a soccer game, if you compare it to a football game, that's like
42,
35,
right?
42-0.
Yeah.
And we scored the first goal with 20 minutes left in the game. And we scored another goal. Then he scored a PK. Then it was 4-3.
Wow.
With 30 seconds left in the game, he got fouled.
Oh.
And he hit a shot from, how far was it?
At least 25 to 30.
25, 30
What?
yards. This ball starts out, and it hooks right up in the corner.
Oh.
That's an ESPN moment.
Oh,
Shot
yeah,
right
man.
there.
Yeah.
We tied the game 4-4. We're stunned. The fans are stunned. We go into overtime. Nobody scores, and we almost won the game like right off the bat in overtime. It was your shot, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
It was a good shot. Just had bad luck. Hit right off the right post. And then we ended up going to PKs and ended up winning that thing in PKs. And that's how we get advanced. I mean, that's to me that's why you play the game. Man.
Takes that one spark.
Play the whole game.
That's right. Takes that one spark.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys talk about your emotions right before you took the field in the Final Four in those games. What was that like for you?
It felt good.
Were y'all nervous, or was y'all like, we belong here? What was going through your head?
Well, before the game, like, we kind of knew what this team was made of, and then we kind of knew that we were a little bit better than them. So we scored. Then I guess we just like let off the gas pedal a little bit, and that's how things ended.
Well, I think what happened in that game is we played for about 60 minutes just as hard as you can go. I mean, and we ran out of gas. And we were only playing about 12 or 13 players. And they were subbing 4 and 5 in at a time. And it was a warm day. It was about 60, 70 degrees. And we ran out of gas. Not really. But we've got more depth this year. We've got more depth, and that's going to be a big force down the road.
That's good. And you guys in the off season, take us to the off season. What that's looked like for you guys. You guys play club ball too, or how's that been?
Well, it was a good season. You know, head coaches helped us improve and change the way of the game for us.
It's a different look than you get in high school.
Yeah, almost like all of our players play club. Not that really think everybody improved this off season.
Kept your footwork and endurance at least,
Yeah.
And then when you get those guys back from club, how do you mend what they've learned into what you got to get done?
Well, what we did is we had 3 groups working in the off season before. Coach Ryan Stanley, my son, had boys and girls. We'd have in the weight room 2 days a week. When they were in the weight room, I had a group out there doing conditioning. And then Coach Pedro had another group out there doing soccer skills. You know, we had, during the off season, we're allowed 2 hours a week with a ball to do stuff. So we used that time to do. So we were doing 3 different things, and we would rotate 30, 40-minute sessions. And at that time, Coach Segura, who's our girls coach, he was in Nashville. So he came back here in January. I had agreed to take, on the boys and girls team both. So I was, kind of managing the off season for both teams. But Coach Segura came back in January, and I was glad. He coached the girls last year. So he's coaching the girls. I'm assisting some with the girls, but mainly with the boys. But his brother Jan he made the Nashville MLS team.
MLS team from here.
Yes,
correct?
He was an 8th grader.
That's right.
If he hadn't had, I wish we had him with us, but
if he's playing in the majors, though, you got to.
Yeah, he's a special player too.
I've heard he's special.
He has Collinsville roots too. So
that's awesome.
We want to recognize that. That's why when those players get that good and are able to go to that level, we want them to.
Hey, yeah, so that's good, man. That's as good as it goes in the country.
Both of these guys have the ability to play at the next level.
Yeah.
I think between both of them, about at 60 goals last year. He had right around 40. He had close to 20. So he led Tristan led our team in assists last year. So
point guard.
They can score. They can score, and that's what we need them to do this year: score. We got a couple other guys that can score too. So to take the pressure off of them. So and he mentioned Jesus. He controls the middle. He is like a bulldog. And he is tough, and listen, he gets in your face, and he will. Other teams don't like it. They do not like it when we play physical soccer with them. Sometimes they think we play.
High school is more physical than club.
Yeah, they think. Some teams think we were playing a team, Prattville Christian. Last year we played them in a tournament. And we walked off the field and said, y'all played dirty. And we beat them like 2-1. And it was just it was a good soccer game. It was just back and forth and physical. And, that's the way we play. That's our brand.
That's right.
I had a fan from another school say, you guys warm up harder than we play.
That's good, though.
So that's, to me, that shows, hey,
intimidating.
These guys are doing it the right way. We do play hard. We don't play dirty. We play hard.
That's good.
We play hard soccer. Hardly ever get a red card. You're going to get one every now and then, but we didn't get any last year. And I think we got one year before. It's his cousin got it, but
He got it in his blood. He's going to do it.
Nah, these kids play under control.
Let me ask you guys one more question, then I'll ask Coach the last question. We'll shut it down. You guys being captains, man, tell me something personally you're going to do to help this team go absolutely as far as it can.
I mean, I'm going to try to push them to their limit. Well, not to their limits, but, push them hard and try to get the best out of them.
Each and every person.
Each and every person.
I like that.
Yeah, like he said, we'll push them hard and go even harder at practice and be on them if they do anything bad or stuff like that.
That's awesome. Hey, man, I'm going to ask Coach something, and Coach, the two-part question for you. Number one, what's your biggest concern with this team, this group of guys coming into this season? And number two, when we look back on this season, if you do blank, y'all going to be fine.
My biggest concern is just making sure our young guys, when we get on the big stage, that they understand their role. I want them to understand what their role is. We got a couple of seniors that, hey, your role may be 10 minutes, but I need the best 10 minutes that you can give me.
Everything you got.
Whatever position, we've got a guy that's a senior. He's a big, muscular guy. We've moved him around to another position. He's usually been one of our wingers, but we're going to play him somewhere else in the back, and he's big physical presence. So that's a team player right there. We need everybody to be team players. We don't. It's going to take everybody to be successful.
No doubt.
So if we do those little things, we've already done a lot of little things in the off season that I like. A lot of it is showing up and coming to. We've had 95% attendance during our off season. That includes boys, girls, and JV.
That's awesome.
And showing up to workouts. Look, we've done things like run the gap. Look, I did that with them. I couldn't run it, but I walked it, and it took me an hour and a half to do it. But I went all the way to the top. These guys run it, and they can do it in less than an hour. They run the gap, they run the hills, they run the bleachers, they lift weights, they run and run and run and run, and they want more. So I want them to stay hungry. I want them to appreciate where they come from. I want them to remember the guys that were here before them, that set this for them. There's so many people that's played in this program. I can't mention everybody's name, but there is some, and they come back to the games. They come to practice sometimes. And they know these kids. They keep up with them. And they want them to be successful. Coach Segura is one of them. He played on that 2013 state championship team. He wants these guys to have that feeling. Like I said, I haven't had that feeling. I've been close. We've been in the Final Four twice. We've been close. So we want to finish the deal this year.
No doubt. Man, good luck to you guys. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day. I'm sure you hated coming out of class to do this. You guys, hey, keep working your butts off, man. You've been noticed. I mean, people already know you guys' names. You're going to be getting everybody's best shot, but I think that's the way you want it.
Hey, I want to say something about Pedro Sierra.
Yeah.
That helps me. I mean, these guys would say it too. His soccer IQ is unbelievable. Some of the drills he has these guys doing, and it helps me be a better coach because I've got good people around me.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm telling you, I can get information out of these guys all the time. They are awesome. I mean, and you know, I'm going to cheer for the girls team and the JV team. We're going to cheer for they're going to cheer for us too. We're all one family. We're all one family.
Coach, you know the saying: if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go as a team.
Well, it's never been about me. It's never been. When I got this job, it's always about Collinsville, the community, all the players since 2004. I think it was the first year. 2003 was the first year that we had a team. It's about those guys that's played in the past, because I invite them to come back. It's never been about me. It's been about us. It's all about us.
Man, good luck to you guys, and looking forward to checking you guys out this year. All right, we are back here in Collinsville, Alabama, this time with the ladies soccer team, and I'm going to let Coach and the players introduce themselves at this time.
I'm Lou Segura, assistant coach.
Daisy Barrientos, senior. Maya Wambach, senior.
I'm Jeff Stanley.
All right. Coach Stanley. We just had Coach Stanley on, for those who don't know. Coach, let's start here with you. We come out here and visited with you guys last season. Take us, from last year to this year. What all's changed? What's the same? Some of the things y'all guys have done in the off season.
What has changed has been our growth. We've gone a lot better, and I think that's the thing we were talking about earlier today. We keep improving. We talked about the start of the year last year that it was going to be a tough year, tough schedule, and it was. But I think we saw the improvement towards the end of the year. And what has stayed the same as the team, we have basically the same players. We lost one player who we had to play without for most of the season last year because she was injured. And so we learned to play without her, and I think that'll be a huge factor this year, is learning to play without her. So I think.
Was there a moment last year where something clicked and you was like, okay, they're getting what I'm coaching now, and they're applying it?
I think the whole year. I've been
started noticing it gradually.
I've been with them 2 years, and that's one of the main reasons that I enjoy being with the girls. I can see how much they grow every game, every practice. You can see the growth. You can see them learning, and that's every game. It's not just one moment where they.
We've been fortunate enough to cover it. I don't know how this happened, but we actually started out covering girls soccer before we did boys because we got an invite with Tiffany Cargill Southside. One thing I noticed with the girls, man, they play hard. They play physical, and it's pretty brutal sometimes. Talk about the physicality of the girls' game in high school.
I think the physicality in the girls' game is a bigger factor than the boys' game, just because the range is so much longer or bigger. You have girls that are super strong, and then you have girls that aren't super strong. So if you can get a very physical team to play, I think that can win you a game in the girls' game. As to the boys' game, it's more of a technical. It doesn't necessarily depend on size.
Yeah.
It's more about how good you are on the ball.
That's right. Now, you ladies, how you guys been doing, first of all, and I'm going to have both of you guys answer this same question. How's your off-season been?
It's been good. Most of us have been playing with clubs and just playing in general.
No doubt.
Our own time. Just keeping touches on the ball and keeping yourself in shape and just trying to stay fresh with the ball.
Coach, you obviously have your hand with the girls as well. Talk about what you've seen from these ladies and their growth.
Well, this is the first time that I've been familiar with the girls because we ride on the bus together and we do things together. But this is the first time that I really felt like that I've built a bond with the girls team, a closeness that I've never had before. They got to go in the weight room with Coach Ryan and lift, and I think they got a lot out of that. I think they've gotten stronger. They really worked on their legs, doing squats and core work. They worked really hard and they developed. And I've gotten to see them a couple of times scrimmage our JV boys. They get after it.
That's awesome.
They get after it. And look, I'm talking about knocking a couple boys down.
I like it.
So, watch out.
I love it.
I'm just telling you, this girls' team is for real this year, and they're hungry, and it's time for them to take something that they've worked hard for. Both of these girls have been in the program since they were 7th graders. So this, they've been
The guys come up in the program.
They've been here a while.
That's
so
right.
They
Paid their dues.
They have, and it's time for them to get what belongs to them.
That's right.
And I mentioned that to them a couple of times. Go get what's yours.
That's right. Coach, what is it about these two young ladies right here that stick out to you?
A lot of things. Definitely
You obviously think highly of them to bring
yeah,
them.
for sure. Their leadership, they're here for a reason, and I've talked to them, and they've been in the program forever, so they know what the program is about. They know what it stands for. But also with me, they've bought into the ideas, and I've tried to create a culture where, hey, you need to be at practice, you need to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, and they help me with that every day to make sure that the girls are doing what they're supposed to do. And
Kind of coaches on the field.
Coach on the field, yeah.
No doubt. Now, when you two ladies here, coach, speak to you, or both coaches right here, and spoke about you ladies in those kind of terms, what does it mean to you personally? They think so highly of you.
It means a lot because both of these coaches have showed me what hard work is, and they've pushed me to my limits.
I like it.
Well, whenever I was starting off, I always wanted to show that I could be coachable and show them that I always respected them. And just as I got older, getting to show that to younger girls, and it's just them rubbing off on me that just continues to go down the line.
I got to ask y'all a funny question. I got to get this answer. What is the maddest you've ever made coach? Something's got to stick out. There got to be a moment in time here.
Maybe just whenever there's a rough game, and we're not doing the best, and he's just he's intense and we're intense, and he's just yelling at us. We're just frustrated at each other. And just stop.
Yeah, there's been points, where.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a culture of hey, you have to hate to lose.
Oh yeah.
And so, there was a time where kids would lose and post it on social media, or they lose and then they go eat after the game. And they're happy posting music on social media, and it's you should be quiet, run the whole way home. You lost, don't talk the whole way home, or you just hate to lose.
That's right.
And I think that's something we feel here. They lose games and you see them crying after the game.
Yeah.
And I don't enjoy seeing it, but I think it's a good thing. That they hate.
It's a double-edged sword, right?
Hey, it's a fun bus ride on the way back with these cats when we win a game. Both teams win a game. They have their music going.
It's awesome.
Some of the songs they listen to, I don't know about, but hey, we have a good time.
That's good, man.
We have a good time.
That's good. Now, ladies, coming into this season, both of these guys have kind of pre-mentioned it's you guys' time. You know what I mean? You guys have put in the work. Obviously, been here in the program since 7th grade. What does that mean to you personally? Obviously, the opportunity is right in front of you. It's kind of up to you to go take it. Either one of you can answer first.
I feel like some of the years you take it for granted when you look back, and of course you want to go hard each year, but it's your last one, so it means the most to me now because I know I want to play each game like it's my last, because it is, and
That's
give
right.
it my 100,000,000%.
And God forbid, knock on wood, at any time, and I've seen this, unfortunately, happen with average Joes a lot. Every play could be your last play. Because I've seen guys be seniors, and we had from Cherokee County, for example, towards ACL in spring practice right before football season. Missed his whole senior year at spring practice. Go ahead.
It means a lot because we worked so hard. We've been on the team for 6 years, and I think we've seen all the ups and downs, and I think we're ready to win.
No doubt. Coach, from your perspective, what do you got to do coaching-wise, you think, to kind of help mold these young ladies to get them over that hump and get them rolling downhill, so to speak, to where they're going to be tough out?
This year, it's in the confidence.
Between their ears, basically.
Yeah, so it's just, I think that's been my thing. Take the risk. That's something I try to say more this year. Just take the risk. Don't be afraid to mess up. Just give them the confidence that I trust them. I've had them for 2 or 3 years now, and so I think they know what I expect. So it's about giving them that confidence to take the risk, take the shot. And that's the thing we talked about the whole last week. Finish the play. I don't care how you finish it, just make that ball go over the end line. Whether you shoot it, whether it's a shot at goal, or we cross it, or just deflect the shot into a corner kick, just take the risk. I think if I can give them that confidence, they sense that I have confidence in them, maybe that.
That's right. And ladies, I asked the guys this exact same question, and it's good to get it from a player's perspective rather than a coach. Who are some of the other girls that's really busted their tails to get better and really helped this team a lot that you'd like to spotlight?
I think all the girls have, but I think Camila Garcia and Maria Hernandez have made the biggest impact in my eyes. And they always respect us and the coaches and show that they are open to doing more, and you can tell they go home and work more on the ball, and they're hard on themselves so they can be better. It's admiring. I want to be like them even though they're younger.
That's right. You can see they
I agree with Maya though. I think all the girls, that's something that's there now, all the girls hustle. So whatever, that's something they control. I've told them I won't get mad at you if you miss a shot but if you're hustling, if you earned that shot because you hustled, you took the ball away from somebody, or you made a 30-yard sprint to get the shot off, then I think that's something all the girls do now. So they're opposite.
One thing that I done, and I think it's been a good thing for the girls, is we got a former player that can coach Sandra Vasquez.
Oh, that's awesome.
Awesome young lady. She is just bonded very well with the team, and I can leave her in charge and walk down to the boys, and they're going to get what they need because she was a former player and she makes them run and do the things. She's hard on them, so she's been there in the trenches too. So I think she's been a great addition to our program.
Seeing a former player like that come and give something back, and just went through what you guys are going through now. Does that help you guys?
And like I mentioned during the boys interview, we have former girl players that are coming back now. They want this team to be successful. They're part of it too. We're all one family. We have the men's alumni game in the spring. Well, we're going to have a ladies alumni game too.
That's good.
So
it's real good.
They're all excited about that. So
that's awesome.
They're a huge part too.
You want to get the alumni to scrimmage the new girls.
Well, that's the plan.
Nice.
That's the plan because we don't have enough alumni women to have like these guys. They have to do a draft to you need to come out and watch them, man.
Give me a heads up.
That's some good soccer. I'm telling you.
I need to get a job. We got 3 really high-end cameras now, so we need to get down here and get you some really good pics.
It's some intense soccer.
Yeah,
it's
I'd like
good.
to see that. Now, you ladies coming into this season right here, expectations obviously have been risen. What's some of the things you guys are going to do individually to meet those expectations?
Well, I'm going to be more aggressive and just keep everyone motivated to never give up throughout the game. Yeah, kind of like what she said, set an example and keep the intensity up throughout the whole game. If I keep it up, all the other girls would want to keep it up too.
No doubt.
It just rubs off.
Y'all seem like y'all got a pretty good young group with you guys, just from hearing you talk. Which one of those guys raises coach's blood pressure the most? Is there one in particular?
I don't know. Probably we all are equally.
Y'all.
It's hard. Really, it's tough to tick me off.
Yeah.
It's more of I'm always
Oh,
up here.
yeah.
I'm not mellow, but I'm always on
Dialed
the
in.
they kind of sense it.
yeah.
But I never cross them. So
I
it's
got you.
the game, game time.
That's awesome.
Kind of,
Hey, another player that's really stepped her game up to me is our goalie, Catalina Augusta. Sometimes we'll do soccer drills with boys goalie drills with boys and girls together.
Mm-hmm.
She's right in there mixing it up.
That's good.
She actually stayed behind yesterday to play goalie we needed an extra goalie when the boys were scrimmaging. She got an extra 30 minutes working yesterday. So
That's awesome.
She's
I think Coach Stanley did a good job this year with just motivating girls to be individual.
Oh,
to do
yeah.
more individual work. I've seen girls at the gym
That's
that
right.
I've never seen before. I mean, you see them there, and I see like
That makes all the difference.
So there's some freshmen in there, sophomores in there,
Makes a
putting
big
that
difference.
extra work in. I think even if it's not soccer specific, I think just being in the gym gives them that confidence. Like, hey, I'm a bit stronger this year.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
I can take on that girl this year because I've been in the gym.
No doubt.
Maybe they haven't, so I think that.
And another thing I like to brag on you girls about, to have nice things, you have to work hard. And they have fundraised and raised lots of money, boys and girls together. But the girls, I don't know, they have a special touch. I guess when it comes to fundraising, these girls really do a good job fundraising.
They go in there smiling.
I
Help
guess
me out, mister.
when we had our roadblock this past October, we collected more money than we've ever had in the history.
Would y'all have it right here?
Collinsville? Right here during trade day.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked around, there were girls dancing and just enjoying life.
That's right. That's what it's all about.
And we've got a public account for the girls.
That's good.
Now they can go watch film. We've actually filmed. We did a scrimmage. I filmed the JV and girls on my phone, and we put it on huddle, and they looked like they were midgets out there playing, but they were able to go in and watch and see what they were doing wrong.
That's right.
And then we're going to film every game.
That's good.
So they can watch themselves and plus have some memories to look back on, when they graduate.
That's right. Well, Coach, give me some final thoughts heading into this season.
I think we're going to be special, to be honest with you. Talk with the girls, and it's I think we have one of the toughest regions in our class. We have Susan Moore, Blinko.
They're all right.
So, yeah, they're all ranked. When we played,
Yeah.
I remember last year we went to Lakeshore and we played the top ranked team there, and then the second ranked team, and then which was Westminster Mountain, Altamont,
Birmingham Private School.
and then we came back to our region and played the region game. So we had Glencoe, who was ranked number 3 at some point, Silvermore was ranked number 1 at some point, and I think for this season we're going to be special. We just keep growing and getting better.
Battle test.
For example, last year we lost to Glencoe by 2 or 3 goals at the start of the season. Then Susan Moore mercy ruled us, and then they came down here. Well, we went back to Glencoe. We only lost by 1 with 7th and 8th graders starting, and then Susan Moore came down here. We held them 1-0 for 75 minutes of the game, and we ended up losing in OT. But I think for this year, we're special. We're getting better. We get better every day, and those 7th and 8th graders have a year of experience in their pocket now, and so now they're 9th and 10th graders, and I think
It's a bright future as well.
I think so. So
Final thoughts for you ladies.
I'm just optimistic and going in with high expectations for myself and the team and not regretting a moment.
That's right.
I'm excited to play my last year, so I'm gonna play hard, and I hope that all the girls play hard as well.
How many red cards are you guys going to get combined?
Hopefully more yellow than red, because red cards are expensive.
Oh, is it kind of like technical or getting thrown out in basketball? You got to pay a fine,
Yeah, you gotta pay
go online, and oh no, you don't want that. I seen a kid one day at Cousins was in the office for like 3 or 4 hours doing paperwork on that. Coach Stanley, I appreciate you inviting us out, man. This is huge. We had a lot of response last year when we did this. It's special what you guys have going on here at Collinsville, the soccer program, obviously. Collinsville's a special place anyways, but, soccer, man, you guys are pretty dominant. And I think these young ladies are fixing to turn that corner for sure this year. Coach, I appreciate you guys. Good luck going into this season. Thank you.